Okay, so this one's going to kind of be a, a fairly short, maybe not, video of all the piercings that I do have. I'm not going to show off my jewelry. If I get anywhere into the comments and they want me to show off jewelry, that's fine. I will take pictures of my jewelry or do a live stream of my jewelry to show it. But I'll start with the the first piercing that I got. I can't tell you the years. I can't tell you the dates. All I know is that all of them are healed, and that's all that matters to me. Okay. So the first piercings I got, just like any other normal girl, are the bottom lobes. And they were done 5 different times because my ears did not like any type of earring. My mother even tried the little plastic retainer things, trying to see if that would help, and it didn't. So they've been done several times. I'll unplug this so I can take this one out. Flip all this crap to the side. Oh, that's a lovely hairdo. So there's those. The 5th time I did them myself and just took a normal piercing earring, which I had sets and sets and sets by this point, and just pushed it through and they stuck. The second lobe piercing was only done once. I only had one problem with it, and it was those little keloids that grow on the back. But I used tea tree oil and they calmed down. Now my ears are gauged out or stretched, whatever you want to call them, and they are the same size as my tongue ring or tongue rings. The next piercing I got was that one, the front bar. And you know, these pain levels here, nothing. That there, nothing. 1 to 10, it's 0 to me because I have a very high pain tolerance. Then I got this industrial and this cartilage piercing that's here. These hurt worse and took longer to heal than anything that I've experienced. And I've had a lot of tattoos and a lot of piercings, but these hurt worse than anything. And both my industrials have been done for a while. It's this one that got done first because it's already trying to push out. She didn't do it right. And I've got a cartilage here as well. And on pain scale, I'd say, you know, maybe a 4 for them. 4 to a 5. Because if you lay wrong on any type of this or your hair gets caught in it, which wearing, braids and synthetic hair, stuff likes to get caught in these. And they're not fun to deal with and have to untangle. Then I had my third ones, which that's a tongue ring because I just finished stretching that up from the 18-20 gauge to these may be a 14. It's a little bigger than the tongue ring, more of a nipple bar. Okay, and then I had this side of my nose pierced right there, and I had this side, which you can't even see the scars. I got makeup on and concealer covering the scars, but this side was done 4 different times and this side never took. It happens. My body rejects things. My lip was done, and the only problem I had with it was I asked, I did one, which was this one. I just did that one first to see, what the scale was. And it was probably about a 4-ish. Healing time wasn't that bad. Motrin, ibuprofen, keep the swelling down, etc. And when it healed, I went back and had these 2 done. Well, these 2 were pretty bad because I decided that instead of the regular Libre stud or bar, that I wanted hoops. That's not a good idea for this area type of piercing. So I let that stay for about 3 days, and then I took them out and put in normal flat jewelry. I still don't like wearing hoops in my lip because I keep having flashbacks of the amount of pain that I was in with that. Then I have my septum, which most people don't realize I have. This one hurt more than anything, really. But yeah, it took forever to heal, and I keep it hidden in my nose. I hide as much as I can on my facial jewelry. Then I had the second in my tongue done. That one, the back one was done. And then I had my nipples done. Those by far were the worst ever. And, I was am comfortable with my piercer. He's a very sweet guy. He's, he knows all my medical history, so he knows what to do in case something happens. And so I trust him, but for somebody who has been in past abusive relationships, to take your shirt off and your bra off in front of somebody, even though they're your friend and you trust them, is still kind of difficult. Well, it is for me. I don't know about anybody else. I'm just speaking from my experience. My left nipple ring healed very well. My right one healed really well. And I've had them for over a year. I know that much. But about a year and a half after I got them, I got my right nipple bar snagged on a towel and about snatched it out. So I called him, told him what was going on, and he said, just go back through the routine of what you did when you first got them done. I said, okay, that's fine. I can do that, because it wasn't pulled all the way out. It had shifted itself. It was just one side, the inner side, that had pulled and ripped the actual nipple. And no, I'm not going to show anybody my nipple ring, because that's not appropriate for this channel, or any channel on YouTube, unless they're censored out and it's some type, oh, that's lovely, of medical. So I got it to heal, and then all of a sudden my body decided, we're gonna reject this piercing. And boy, did it reject. And caused a major staph infection in my chest. And it was bad. It was really bad. I ended up in the hospital with a tube in my breast, draining the infection. That's actually the last piercing that I got, because I'm trying to let my body recuperate from that surgery, and that's only been about 8 months ago is when that happened, maybe 9. So my body needs time to recuperate from that, because that's a very sensitive area. But during the process of all of, the surgery and stuff like that, I lost my nipple. And it's funny, I find it funny, incredibly funny, because the nipple's still there, but instead of it being an outie, it's now an innie. And my husband refers to it as my scaredy nipple, because it never comes out. It's inside. So when I called the doctor, he was like, well, I probably cut a nerve that controls the fluctuation of the nipple. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Excuse me. And so I just dealt with it and went on. And then I had another outbreak, I guess you could say, of the staph infection last month, and had a huge boil that popped. And I'm so lucky to have a best friend that's a CNA. She came over and she looked at it, and the boil was about this tall and about this big around, and on my breast, and red and irritated and all that fun stuff. So, having epilepsy, I asked her, I haven't had a shower in a couple days. I really want a shower. Can you please, sit in the bathroom just in case, because this hurts really bad, and that's what triggers my seizures is, lights and pain, and also stress, but that's completely different. So I did the hot compress like she said. Oh, just thinking about it's making it hurt. And it popped. We got it drained. And now I've got a hole. A nice little scar of a reminder of some of my the things that have happened to me in my life. I need to write a damn book. But the hole is about that big around, and it's actually healed completely up. It's just a scar now. And it's right where, right beside where the nipple would be. Scars give character. I could care less. I could take all my piercings out and let them heal over, and I'd be like, ever. So that's all cleared up finally. And I did forget one. This isn't the correct size that's supposed to be in there. What happened was, a few days ago, I had realized that the bottom ball of my banana bar had come off, and it's in a strange location, so I can't really get my hands in there. And I tried several different things. I used a CBR ring. I did the horseshoe ring, and everything just made it worse. I mean, it was completely healed. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I'll get in close. This right here. It's just got a little bitty, well, it's not even little bitty, it's just got a hoop in it now. But I put this in there last night because I couldn't take it anymore. Of the big black bar I had in there. And I forgot about my tragus piercing too. That one was pretty bad. That actually caused an infection all the way down into my jaw and made this whole side of my face swell up. But a lot of my piercings are years old, so, you know, you do things in your past that you're not so proud of, and some of my worst regrets are some of my piercings. I had an eyebrow ring, and I fell off my bed, hit the nightstand, and pushed the bottom ball through the top. And yeah, I had to have that stitched. I had a belly ring, slid a clothes basket down my stomach from a washing machine. Knowing I had a belly ring, did it anyways, out of habit, just slid it down and snatched out the belly ring. I remember that day because I heard the metal hit the floor, and I was like, oh crap, what was that? When I looked down, there's blood and what was my belly ring. I still have a scar from that. I never went and had that stitched, so if, you know, if it's ever to be seen, which is rarely seen because I don't wear little bitty short shirts or anything like that, there's 2 flaps of skin on either side, and then there's a groove. That's the only way I can explain it. There's a groove in the middle with 2 flaps. I just put a band-aid over it and went on. But later on, I had a doctor tell me that I actually should have had it stitched back together, and I'm like, too many stitches in my life. Don't want them more. But besides all the piercings that I have, I only got 3 tattoos. There's one on my back that I've had since I was 18, and then my wrists, which cover cutting scars from when I was a teenager and a younger child, which I have a video on. I don't know when I'll post it, but and all of the actual piercings were not as bad as tattooing over razor blade scar tissue. So this side, which is my son, hurt worse. I am ambidextrous, but this side hurt worse because it was more scarred up and he had to go in deeper to get the colors the way it's supposed to be. And I know it's upside down. It's my sign, his astrological sign, the 4-leaf clover, and his birthday. And this one wasn't as bad because the scars on this side weren't as bad. Since my dominant hand is my right hand, I always use my right hand to cut this arm up, which there's scars on top still that I haven't covered. But I did get this hand or this wrist a few times, and this one actually covers one that goes from about the top of the circle all the way through. I don't in any way feel guilty about what I've done in my past, or the fact that I have piercings and tattoos, or my tattoos are covering scars, or anything like that. I just know that it is what it is, and I did it to myself. I cut myself. I don't want the reminder, so I covered them. But I guess that's all I really have to say for this video. I've posted a lot this week. This is what, 3 or 4 videos this week. I'm proud of myself because usually I don't do this. It's not. I've got other things that I could be doing that would be so much more interesting but since the kids are playing PS4 and my husband's in there watching Ancient Aliens, this is what I can do. So, it's like I said before, I don't do this for monetary gain. This is just for me. This is like a video diary that I've opened up my life for everybody to listen to. And I've got a video that I will put out pretty soon. I may remake it about my life and things in the past that have actually been detrimental to my health. So it may be out within the next 2 or 3 days, or it could be out never. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. But anyways, thanks for watching. If you haven't, click the like, subscribe to the crazy girl, and I'll see all y'all later. Bye.